Good morning, pregame crew. Audio visual check, please. It is Monday, January 3rd, 2022, 8:25 a.m. Eastern, 6:25 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm Chart Gal Lori, and welcome. If you could give me a thumbs up on audio visual, I am getting an error message, and I just want to make sure everything is going A-OK. Hi, Jorge, Lisa, Night Truck, Tammy, Topher, Aaron, Roger, Jessica, Ernest, Brian, Greg, Scott. Congratulations, Scott. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just going to take a sip of coffee while I wait for y'all to let me know if everything's working. Okay, thanks, Scott. Thanks, Roger. Getting an error message that I've never received before, so I'm glad that y'all can hear me and see me okay. Thanks, Tammy. Hey, Patrick. Hi, Mary. Hey, Michelle. Let's look at Etsy. Let's see. A wedge. Come on, computer. Work. What is going on? Hello, hello. Don't know what is going on with my charting. Here we go. Computer's been freezing up this morning. It's a Monday all the way around. I don't see a wedge. I don't know what wedge you're talking about, Jessica. So let me just start fresh and see what I see and share it with you. We got a 4-hour EQ. Lower low, lower high, higher low likely form Friday. We will see. And we'll have to see. It's just going to continue to tighten up. Let's look at it on the daily. On the daily, we got the bearish reversal candle with the upper wick of profit taken. It has been confirmed. Bears would need to break 215.19 to make a statement there. So I would say bottom fishing Friday's low makes sense. What was the high? The high of 22473. So I think bottom fishing the low or top fishing the high, but right here in the middle, it's in no man's land. Let's look at MSOS. MSOS is attempting a gap up. We're getting over that key 2576. The next level to get over is 2590. We got a little bit of a squeeze going on the 4 hours. So marijuana bulls are really hopeful for 2022. TCG members, you probably saw Dan's post in chat, and Tim posted some Elliott wave in chat. Just really exciting stuff for this year. I'm very, very much looking forward to trading marijuana this year. Hey, Amira Asia, Happy New Year to you. Orlando. Let's look at RBLX. RBLX, I've had this line on my chart since Jesus was a baby, and it has just been keeping price suppressed. So the more that we come up and test this line and test this line and test this line, it's just getting really pinched is the best word that I can describe it. Like trying to hold a ball underwater. You know, the more you try to hold like a beach ball underwater and you try to press, and then it pops. That's what I could see happening with Roblox. It doesn't mean it will happen, but that makes the most sense to me, the way it's been pinched under that line. We need to get over Friday's high, 104.68, then the next resistance, 106.69. A lot of the movement Friday came off of some CNBC pumps, 2 different pumps actually. So, but it looks good. It's just got to get over that daily downtrending resistance line. Happy New Year. All the best in health and wealth for you, my friend. I'm going to take one more sip of coffee, then we're going to hit it, and we're going to hit it hard. My daughter got me one of those Ember cups that keeps your coffee warm. I love it. Temperature controlled with an app on your phone. Way too fancy for me, but I love it. All right, let's go. So on the 4 hour, on ES, well, let me just stop and introduce myself. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Gals community. We teach technical analysis. You have found yourself at the pregame show. And what I do here, besides cut up, is I go over indices, commodities, crypto and movers and shakers of the day. We get ready for the trading day together. If you're interested in my chart setup, it's on the screen now, and I'm going to delete it to save some real estate. All right, so if you look at the daily at the Fab 4 futures, let me move this down. So ES, so Friday's high was 477,850. Okay, and then today we've broken through that high. So you see we're higher today than we were on Friday's high. Okay, RTY on the daily, bull break. We broke over Friday's high. YM, bull break. We broke over Friday's high. We got one errant name, and that's NASDAQ, and it happens to be the most important. We are still inside Friday's range. So these yellow candles, I just have the indicator on JC inside bars, and all it does is paint inside bars yellow where a range is staying within the prior candle's range, like a little Russian nesting doll. So NASDAQ is still within Friday's range. 16464. 16464 is the number of the day. It's the most important number. We need to get over that resistance in order to get a daily bull break over Friday's high. So that is really in focus. It is my contention that ES is not going to get much farther toward 4799, or let's just call it 4800, as long as NASDAQ stays contained under 16464. It must break 464 in order for the ES, RTY, and YM bull breaks to get follow through. RTY is on fire. It is up the most this morning. So that is a risk-on environment. It's the riskiest asset class of our different indices that we monitor. It's small and mid-cap size companies. So the entire market cap of the entire Russell, 2,000 companies, the entire market cap is smaller than Apple's. So it is important, but it's definitely not as important as NASDAQ and Apple. So it is a good sign that the Russell is up as much as it's up. It should bode well for biotech, for marijuana names. Our EV names are rocking this morning. Tesla blew out numbers. And then we had NIO, XPEIV, and I forget the other one. We had 3 other EV names that reported delivery beats as well. So EV really in focus and is helping lift IWM. So IWM is the sector, that's the tide, and the boats that are in it. So the tide for IWM, the boats that are sitting on it, marijuana is a boat, solar is a boat, biotech's a boat, and it's lifting all boats. All right, so NASDAQ, what's the number? 464, 464. So Stephen T, good morning. SPX 500 USD is the CFD. Let's call it spot price, if you will, and ES is futures. I can't trade SPX 500 USD. It just tracks ES. Well, if there's a mama is ES, and think of SPX 500 USD as the baby, do I want to track the mama or the baby? I want the big mama. I want the actual asset class that I can buy and own that has volume behind it. So I don't want it mimicking, because if it's mimicking, it's always a step behind. Even though they move in lockstep, I want to follow the big mama. It's not the same, let's say, QQQ and SQQQ, that 3 times the ETF. You would never chart SQQQ or TQQQ. So I'm not equating that as the same because SPX tracks ES so closely, but I'm just going to stick with the mother. Okay, so short-term resistance is this hourly higher high, 16452, and then we got to break 16464. ES resistance 4791, support 4771. We don't want to see any more of a pullback here. We want to give room, or the bulls don't want to give room for bears to step in if they pull back any further. We want to keep it shallow so then we can keep getting those higher highs. So what we're looking at on the daily is we have daily bull flags all the way around on a lot of charts. We have daily bull flags in play, but they have to take out that high, and in ES's case, 4799, in order to confirm. And the format of this show is I rip through those names that I told you I ripped through, and then I don't have a lot of time to monitor chat. We have wonderful mods in there. They will answer any questions that you have. I'm going to take a second and just plug the swing report, our annual subscription special. It's literally only once a year. So November, we do the TCG membership sell. December, we do the course sell, and then now we do the swing report sell, and then all the sells are done. They're absolutely done. So it's 2022, so we're doing a 22% off the swing report, and that is for off the $6.99 for non-TCG members, and it's off the $4.99 for TCG members. Steeply discounted. It's approximately 42 pages long. We go over the market wins, the sector rotation. We give you names that we're looking at, and we review the last month's name. So we give you support, resistance, targets based on Fibonacci extensions. It's just super detailed. There's a team of 5 of us that work on the weekend, about 25 hours to bring that to you. So it's available every weekend, and it's a pretty good newsletter, I must say. I was going to say don't brag, but it is good. It is good. Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, MG, isn't that cool? I got this Ember temperature controlled device, and I've got snow outside. Look, it's 11 degrees where I am. And Louisiana girl's like, what the heck? Where am I? Yeah, hit the like button. Thanks, Crypto Baron. All right, let's go to NASDAQ. I've beat that horse dead, the 16464, but our short-term resistance is 1645250. And I did have this highlighted. I wanted to show you this squeeze we have happening on NASDAQ. I can't tell you how pivotal this could be to take NQ higher. And look, the daily RSI is only 55. Another thing I wanted to show you on ES, look how the 4-hour danced on that 50 RSI. When we have a major uptrend and we come back and back test the 50 RSI, a lot of times that represents a great opportunity to enter long. And it sure did represent that opportunity there. RTY, short-term resistance, is 2265. Now I'm going to scroll out a little bit. So 22799, so 2280 is key for this week. I'm going to write it 2280. That looked like 2Z. 2280 is key for IWMY. We need to clear that resistance, and then that level by virtue of that number gets us over the daily 50 EMA. We have a squeeze on the daily for RTY. We're holding the 50 RSI. That's bullish. If this squeeze can get going, we could really get some uptick in the market for NASDAQ and RTY. But the 50, so what's in focus for me this week? Well, first of all, the NASDAQ 464, got to get through it. Then got to get through the RTY 2280, and that by virtue of getting over 2280 gets us over that daily 50 EMA. Very important. Okay, YM. YM is rocking, not having a ton of problems. Resistance 36435, and then way up at 36572, the all-time high. But we would be looking for a lower high in this area. I guess it would be, oh, computer, don't slow down. Sorry, y'all, just give me a second. Yes, I provided entry zone, a stop target. So let me see if I'm having any dropped. I'm not having any drop frames. I don't know why my computer's doing this. Maybe if I kill these, it will help. Just give me a second, guys. Sorry. Okay, there we go. It just doesn't like the 6-hour. How about that? So we're looking for a 6-hour lower high on YM compared to 36572. So let me just tell you what my gut, we can't trade my gut, but what I'm looking at this morning is I'm looking initially bearish, and then I think we need some consolidation. Sorry, guys. When I get these messages, I want to make sure that everybody can see everything. Okay. Shane, it was you. You tagged me. I'm like, oh, I got tagged. Let me make sure everything's okay. Dogs get run over when they chase cars. Yes. Okay, back to my thoughts. So what I'm looking at this morning is looking for those lower highs on 6 and 12-hour time frames. Set that lower high, pull back, and then I would be looking bullish last half a day. So what I'm looking at is bearish first half a day and bullish last half a day. Overall, I told y'all, let me go back here, that I am looking at 4881. Let me show you where I got that here. This fib extension, 4881 is the 1.618. I'm looking at 4881, and I'm looking for it to happen the first half of January. So on NASDAQ, let me show y'all this. I think it was QQQ that had some cool fib stuff too. So that would be 17,555 on NASDAQ. And let me show you QQQ. My little magnet's failing me. So on QQQ, that target would be 427. Now, I'm not looking for that to all happen in the first 2 weeks of January. It may take all of January for us to get to 427, but I think the market is set up well, barring any geopolitical news or health news that's not already priced in. All right, now let me go back. VIX. We used VIX last week to find a top in the market. Here we said when the VIX finds a top here, then the market, when VIX starts pulling back, the market may bounce. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. We got a lower high on VIX compared to 1847. I'm looking for another 4-hour lower high. So my thought process, the first few hours to be bearish, that matches up with if we could go get that lower high, pause, and then that would mark the bottom of the market for the day. So we'll see if all that comes to fruition. Resistance 47,990 on Bitcoin, support 46783. Bitcoin feels a little more bullish to me than I guess when I went back and looked at the calculations. So what I did was, okay, so here is Friday. So we're only up like 1.5% compared to Friday, because I was looking at names like Coin's up 1.5%. Well, that doesn't leave a lot of upside opportunity if you're comparing Coin and Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is not up that much from Friday's close. So I don't know that we have a lot of opportunity in blockchain names. I think we're already getting that opportunity. They're already moving up, and that's getting priced in. So I don't see opportunity where we are right now with those crypto-related names. Resistance 3844, 3855 on Ethereum, support 3791, 3776. If we flip between the two, we can see that Ethereum has had relative strength compared to Bitcoin. And look at these kisses, little kisses of the 50 RSI have been great opportunities to buy dips. Gold, whoa. I don't know if we had some geopolitical news this morning, but what the heck is happening with the dollar? Yeah, dollar is making a bull push, and that is pulling gold back. 5 minute over, whoa, 5 minutes really oversold, and 15 minute and hourly. This could be a dip buy opportunity right here on gold. You could use this prior resistance 1806 as support, and I would, so 1808 is where I would enter right here on gold and just give you like $2 on the stop at 1806, because our 5 minute RSI is 6. Interesting. I wonder what news, is there any news reported, y'all? Treasuries are sliding. Sorry, y'all, I'm just flipping through everything. See if there's anything I'm missing. Okay. Oil's getting hit hard with dollar strength. You would expect that. So last week we talked in depth on oil and this potential, it's on the weekly right now, but just stay with me, a potential 2-week head and shoulders. We are looking for that weekly lower high as we ran into the bottom of that daily 50 EMA. So hourly is approaching oversold. I can't short oil down here. I was shorting it last week, but I need a bounce in order to short. Why do I need bounces to short? Because I want to get closer to my stops. If I short here, RSI is approaching hourly oversold, I'm going to have to sit through a bounce. I don't want to do that. Nat gas testing support 3677, 3672, and resistance is 3762, 3794. I know you are tired of hearing me talk about this because it's the same thing. We're waiting for the monthly high or low, and I always can point this out to you because we had plenty of room for a monthly high or low here, and we just melted. I'm not saying that's what it's going to do now, but the bulls sure aren't doing themselves any favor for this potential weekly bear flag. Apple looks great. So I was looking, let me show you NVIDIA. So look at where NVIDIA is sitting on the daily 50 MA. Any of these high-tech runners, these great disruptors and innovating companies, typically a test back to the daily 50 MA is a gift. Let me give you the gift. It is a gift, typically, to buy. But your stop would be down here at 27145, or you could use Friday's low. So typically it's a gift, but look at Apple. Look how far above it is from its 50 MA. We got a big air pocket between price and the 50 MA. That just shows that Apple is definitely relatively stronger than names like Nvidia. I still have my alarm set up here at 182.86 area. That marks the $3 trillion market cap on Apple, and it serves as synthetic resistance, so I definitely can't forget that. But what I'm looking at this morning is top fishing against Friday's high. So Friday's high, 17923. So I have the little rectangle drawn here, and I recommend whatever visual effects that you need to use to help you draw your attention to names and say, okay, this is what I'm looking at. This is the area. It's really good and very helpful to start visualizing the right side of the screen and what you're waiting on. CMG, they had positive news. Piper Sandler said that restaurants are coming back into focus in 2022, and CMG was their pick of the litter. It got an upgrade, and it also announced its Impossible meat and plant-based bowls, whatever. So I'm looking for a support buy around 1744 and even 1739. So that's why I put the rectangle below Friday's support, because I'm saying anything down to 1739 could be a great dip buy, and we have an hourly squeeze. I'm covering Dan this morning on live. He has Nicholas, you get a deal on the swing report just by virtue of being a member of TCG. So you get a deal just because you're a member. I'm covering Dan's live. He had an ice storm this morning that knocked out his internet, so I will be wrapping up more promptly today than I normally do. Heads up. LRCX with a triple daily inside bar, rare. Resistance 72587, support 71723. I would love a dip buy compared to 71849. So that was that low right at the end of the day. I would love a dip buy in that area. PayPal got an upgrade. It has a daily squeeze. I have it marked here. We need to get through the 50 RSI. We need to get through 195.24, then 197.69. I like PayPal for a dip buy down here. QQQ, potential short setup this morning. Not the whole day, just the morning. We're running into that downside of a downtrending 50 MA. I would look to short compared to 401.06, Friday's high. So that's why I have my rectangle right there. So I really like this QQQ short. This is definitely my queen of the mountain. SE, man, they're blowing and going. They're not going to wait for us. So we have double weekly inside bars on SE. It could be weekly bear flags, so caution. Man, this trade's busted. Totally busted. I wanted to dip buy back to this area, and we're just not getting it. So maybe first 5 minute oversold. So let me go set an alert for that. Tell me when RSI crosses 30 on the 5 minute. I'm taking it easy today. Not only am I off my routine, I will be covering for Dan, but it's the first day of the year and I don't want to start off on a bad foot. So I'm just going to take it easy, and I suggest you do the same. We don't need to make all of our money for the year in one day, and that's almost quite impossible to do. So on Tesla, very bullish news. They crushed deliveries. So what I'm looking for is a high of low bar opportunity. And what I mean by that is where we have candles break down. This is akin to Dan's stair-step pattern. So pretend like these are candles. And so you have a series of candles, let's say on the 2 minute, of downward momentum. And then you get that one candle that breaks to the upside. And then you put your stop under the low of that bar. So you enter here and put your stop here. So I like Tesla to the long side. If you don't have it long up here, you're going to have to wait for a setup. I don't think it's prudent to just jump in. So I definitely want to get that first 5 minute oversold. All right. Did I set that right? Something didn't feel right about that. RSI 30. Oh, it's not pulling up. Oh, well, I'll have to figure out what I did wrong there. TSM. This chart, if you are a member of TCG, you've heard me talk about this in multiple rooms. This squeeze has been going on all year long last year. All year long. And now we're gapping up pretty good, 3%. I like this for a dip buy. You're going to have to wait for a dip buy, but I like TSM to the long side. Okay. You just renewed your swing report? Awesome. Merck had some bad news to be aware of. Someone didn't approve their pill or something. Okay, so CCJ, a lot of us took trade entries. I think Dan has moved his stop up to 21.49. And what we're trying to do is nail that monthly higher low. So we're trying to nail the monthly higher low, and it's having a great morning already. So 23.21 is your clear resistance. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. I am going to have to wrap up early. I'm not going to get out to a lot of your requests. I'm going to go live for Dan. So TCGers, you're going to get a whole lot of Lori today. All right. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notify button, and go take advantage of the swing report deal. And follow me on Twitter, ChartGalLori. All right. Thank you.